What's going on, everybody? Welcome to McFarland's Corner, the Lake Fork Guide right here. Sitting in the studio, going to give you a rundown. It's the 10th, October 10th, Tuesday, October 10th. Going to make this one a little bit quick because on Thursday I'll come back and give you another rundown. But we've got the Berkeley event coming very soon, and there are some very important things that you want to know. Okay. Before we talk about the lake and what's going on, just want to give a big shout out to all the sponsors and all the companies that support McFarland Fishing, the Lake Fork Guide, Texas Insider Fishing Report, Bajío sunglasses. These are the best sunglasses that I've ever worn, ever, by far the clearest, most awesome sunglasses that I've ever had. Power Pole, Yamaha, Skeeter, Berkeley, Abu Garcia, Impact Lures, Tight Lines, Santone Lures, and so many more. Jihad Chevrolet. It's amazing that we just continue to grow and grow, and the support and the page and the channels are getting bigger and bigger all the time. The amount of views are 12,000 a month. The view time, it's incredible. So thank you to all those that watch and support, and especially those of you that react, that hit the like button, that comment and share your thoughts and things like that, good and or bad. This is a public channel, and I do have a members only channel, which is absolutely growing too. We're above 350 private members. It is a pay channel. You have to subscribe. If you're interested in that, look in the link below, look in the description below this video, and just click on the links and decide what level of member that you want to be. You get a lot more information, a lot more details, a lot more private things that I do share there, if you're interested. But anyways, that's it. Big shout out to everybody. Thank you. The lake. Few things. The lake's back dropping again. We were at 400.83 with the big rain that we had. Some places had 2-3 inches last week, and some places had 6 or 7. The lake came up 4 inches, and now we're back on the drop already. It's not dropping fast, but you know, SRA is in the business of selling water. And if you go back 20-30 years ago, that was another variable. They weren't moving as much water. They didn't sell as much water as they do today. So we do use a lot more water today. Which also brings me to the topic of the grasses and the vegetation. They're about ready to probably do a very heavy eradication spray again. Giant salvinia was found in the lake. I won't say names, but someone just shared it out on Facebook, which is good and bad. I mean, they're going to find it anyways, and if it's in the lake, it needs to be taken care of. It's not a good thing. But giant salvinia has showed up again, and realistically, you can't mow the lawn with that stuff, meaning manage. You can't do little bits of spray. They just got to go do an eradication. Giant salvinia is very bad, very bad stuff. It actually completely mats in. It grows at an erratic rate, and it starves out the oxygen. It starves out a lake. It kills fish. It does a lot of bad things. It's a bad invasive species. Unlike hydrilla, giant salvinia must be sprayed. I'm seeing a little bit of water hyacinth too, and they'll get it all. But you know, unfortunately, we were hoping they wouldn't spray this year. We get the grass as a chance to come back. With finding salvinia, that's out of the question. It's over. So we're going to be dirt shorelines for the next several years again, continuing. At least that's the way it's going to be, and there's not a lot we can do about it. Clarity 0 to 1, 76, 78 degree water temperature. And the lake has turned over. I want to discuss something real quick to make it clear. We do it. I've done it in the past. We talk about the lake turning over, and we see it several weeks of this yucky water and the yellow bubbles and the methane gases and the oil and the residue at the surface. We say the lake's turning over. The lake's turning over. It's not the right terminology. The lake turns over. The actual turnover process happens in about 24 to 48 hours. It's finished turning over. It's the reminiscence, it's the after effects that we see and experience for the next several weeks. If we have winds and move and churn the lake, or new fresh rain to come in and help mix, and it can go away faster. High winds, a couple of big winds to really churn and mix things and reoxygenate can make it go away faster. Stagnant, calm time, it can last 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks. But you're going to see the bad water now. You're going to see the yucky color. You're going to see the surface have a film and an orange and yellow bubbles. And the worse the water looks, the probably better decision is to keep looking, find better water. There is better water. The backwaters is generally where the fish will go when this happens. They go shallow. Last weekend, when the lake was actually in the midst of the turnover, I caught fish in 2 feet of water on spinnerbaits, going way to the backs, 2/3 and all the way back in the creeks, where the water wasn't turning over. It was beautiful. It was crystal clear water. Vegetation. If you can find some vegetation before they do their spraying, that can be very critical this time of year. Especially due to the turnover, the fish are going to go to those vegetation areas. The vegetation cleans the water, filters the water. The right vegetation oxygenates the water. So just keep that in mind, that you really want to fish shallow. You want to fish wind-blown areas too, banks where the waves are crashing, because all the crashing waves are creating bubbles and they're actually oxygenating the water. So go shallow. Mark Pack. Rest in peace, Mark Pack. He's now fishing, or my father's now fishing with them, I should say. My father passed away September 29th. But he would always say, if you're fishing, deep, you're probably not going to do very well during the turnover. The fish that are catchable will be shallow. They'll be on the banks, on the wind-blown banks. They'll be with the vegetation. They'll be in the ditches and drains where maybe some fresh water is flowing out of the creek. You can find a creek that has groundwater that's flowing. Get in that drain and that ditch, because it's fresh water coming in. It could have better oxygen. It could be cleaner. So the ditches, the drains, real shallow, 4 feet or less even. Like I said, all the fish I caught last weekend were at less than 2 feet of water. They hit a spinnerbait the second that it hit the water. I didn't even get a turn on the handle. The second it landed, they were on. And I mean, skinny water. So get north, get up in the backwaters, stay shallow, stay small. Think about when the fish don't feel real good because of low oxygen levels. That's one of the biggest things that happens in a turnover. The blended water, the 2 water columns, upper water column, lower water column, that have been there all summer long with the thermocline, blend. And you have low oxygen. It's all the same, but it's messy. It's messy water, low oxygen, low dissolved oxygen. So the fish don't feel good. And in that nasty water, Todd Cassadine, he's got a video out that he talks about where the water's bad in his tank with his bass, and his bass doesn't eat much. If he does a flush and puts good fresh water, keeps the water fresh in the tank, that fish is hungry all the time. So be aware of that. If you're in good, clear, clean looking water, you're probably in the best locations that you could be right now during the after effects of a lake turnover. So it shouldn't be but a few weeks. Berkeley's coming. I like to fish the docks a lot during the Berkeley. I just feel that the docks this time of year load up with fish. I have caught some beautiful big overs, 8, 9, never a double digit off a dock, but I've caught 9-pound overs off docks. And in fact, I think in the Berkeley event every year, it's usually a buzz bait or a buzz frog or something that brings an over to the table, to the weigh-in throughout the event. Okay, so with that being said, that's kind of my public report. I don't have a whole lot. Again, I'll be back Thursday, give you guys a little more information. I'm getting ready to cut out and say goodbye to you guys, and then film the members only, where I'm going to show them the exact baits that I'm catching fish on. I'm going to tell them the exact locations, right where to go catch a fish, where they're catchable fish right now as we speak. And so again, if you want to be a member, just when you click out of this video, look in the description below the video, click on the link, follow the procedures. Love to have you. All right. That's it, guys. I'm Mike McFarland, the Lake Fork Guide, giving you a little public rundown. See you on Thursday.